Hey, Kentucky, welcome back. Time to talk a few more topics now. First up, the tensions continue for Louisville police. More than 24 officers called in sick for work this morning. That comes a day after another so-called sick out during the protest era, which the FOP discouraged. LMPD has apparently spent $3 million in overtime in response to nightly protests in the city. Keith, I get it, but, I don't know. Maybe I don't get it. I don't. I have not had to stand outside at night, every night.
I just feel like you're kind of leaving your brothers, behind when you're doing that. Although some of them, I think they did this more in the morning, and then some of them did come back in the evening to help out. So good there. But yeah, I guess it's more or less a statement to say, hey, don't forget about us too.
Absolutely. There's a small shift in power in the Kentucky legislature following the primary election. Senate Democrats picked up a seat after Karen Berg won a special election by a wide margin. Brandon Storm unseated GOP Senator Albert Robinson, and in the House, Republican Travis Brenda has asked for a recanvass after falling 30 votes shy of Josh Bray. Keith, it's maybe just a sign of the people wanting change.
I mean, every time that there's something that's going bad, or even like in a time like now with a pandemic, everybody's, like you said, looking for a change, looking for something positive, and so I think that's why they went out and they voted the way they did.
Yep. All right. Last night we made quick mention of UK football's newest Yahtzee. Tonight we hear from 2021 wide receiver commit Christian Lewis as he talks about why he chose Kentucky over 38 other schools, including Louisville, Tennessee, and Notre Dame.
They offered me before I had any real film out, because I was hurt my sophomore season, and they took a chance on me not knowing really what I could do or my abilities, and they just took a chance on me, and they showed me real love. And since the day they offered me 2 years ago, they haven't shied away from it.
And Keith, we did talk about this last night. It's really been a secret to the success of some of the recruitment that Kentucky has done. Get in early.
Yeah, and we know they've also gotten guys that they think really has a good chance at being a special player. And this is a kid, like he said, he was injured, maybe could be a 4-star instead of a 3-star, and maybe he'll trend that way before he ends up at Kentucky. So maybe they found a hidden gem.
I hope so. All right, authorities in Lexington have taken several reports of a bear seen around town. The latest comes from UK's campus, where police received a call in the early morning hours. Video from the Kentucky Clinic appears to back that up, although no one had been able to wrangle the wild animal as of this afternoon. Keith, can you imagine walking through campus and seeing a bear?
I can't imagine walking through the hills of eastern Kentucky and seeing a bear. And to just see it moseying around the UK campus, yeah, I think I would quickly run the other way, or at least outrun the other person.
Whew, that video is crazy to me. All right. The 16-year-old son of former UK basketball great Jeff Shepard and former hoop star Stacey Reed is making a name for himself at North Laurel High School. He also plays on the EYBL circuit. And over the weekend, Reed Shepard turned heads at an AAU event with back-to-back dunks that will have you flashing back to his dad's playing days. Keith, we remember watching Jeff Shepard. That looks a lot like him.
And let's not forget about Mom. Now, I'm not sure she ever dunked, but Stacey Reed was pretty good herself. And so, yeah, but you see him getting up like that, especially taking it on a player, and you're right. It definitely reminds you of Jeff.
Look, it's in his DNA. There's no way. 3 people were sentenced in eastern Kentucky last week for trafficking counterfeit Disney DVDs. The trio was sentenced to just under 4 years in federal prison and ordered to pay nearly $900,000 in restitution for selling knockoffs of Up and Aladdin on eBay over a 2-year period. Keith, holy cow, these guys are doing serious time and paying serious money, and the people that bought these DVDs just had to get Disney Plus.
I don't think this is what Aladdin would want. This isn't what Cinderella would want. I mean, 4 years of prison time? Are you kidding me? We couldn't do probation?
Almost $1 million.
And restitution, pay it back?
Woo!
I mean, it's amazing.
That's a crazy story to me. All right, the wrap-up is next as Hey Kentucky continues.